plaintiff, Jason Mathis, was best friends with the defendant, but he claims the defendant is a belligerent drunk who always wanted to fight and who constantly tried to hit on Jason's girlfriends. Jason's suing because he bought a car from the defendant and it broke down a day later. Defendant Colin Moran says Jason has always been jealous of him, and he's the one who tried to hit on Colin's girlfriends. Colin denies owing Jason for anything because the car was fine when Jason took possession of it.
Start with you.
Me and Colin, we've known each other for a while. We grew up in high school together. We became good friends. We actually became best buds, actually. We started partying, drinking, smoking weed a lot, going out, hanging with girls. It was all fun for a while until he started not being able to control his drinking. He became belligerent a lot. We would fight. He'd hit up my girls while I was laying with him, texting him.
Is that true, sir?
No, it's not true at all.
Go ahead.
Yeah, nothing's true apparently, but yeah, he'd hit up my girls, and so I'd ask him what's that about, and then he's belligerent, drunk, so he'd ask, hey, you want to fight? And I'd be down for it, so we'd fight. I'd knock him out. I'd let it go for a week. We'd hang out again. Same thing all over.
Get knocked out?
He'd get knocked out, yeah, pretty much. We'd hang out again, he'd get knocked out again, and kept going, so we stopped hanging for a while.
Slow learner.
It took him a while. And why did you all remain friends then, all this fighting all the time?
We didn't remain friends after that. We kind of split up a little bit. We took a break from each other for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm. Good way to do it. Let me hear from you, sir. Give me some background.
First of all, everything that you said is not true at all. Your Honor, he's a big liar. He's always has been. And ever since the beginning, he would always hit up my girls, first of all. And we would end up fist fighting. Most of the time, we would fight. And that's not true at all that he would knock me out. I have a recording of me being a little bloody and stuff. And he would take advantage of me when I was drinking. And he would just always want to fight.
Well, if you got a recording of you bleeding, then he is knocking you out.
No,
It's hard to remember stuff when you're drinking, Your Honor.
And you're about to show me. You'll see me all bloodied up.
Yeah, well, it was multiple videos. That was only half of the video, Your Honor.
Let's see the video. I'm confused what you might want me to see.
He didn't remember that, Your Honor.
His mom ended up telling me that he beat me up that the next morning and stuff, and I didn't remember, but he would always try to start something. But blatantly,
he would
talk.
try to start things over. Typically.
He would basically get jealous of me all the time. I'll pull up to his house wearing nice clothing and all this, and I'll have my chain out. The next morning, it's ripped off, and he would just try to become.
When you get drunk and fall out, he rips it off? That's
basically, just destroying everything, and now he's trying to take money out of my pocket, it seems like.
And did this come suddenly? You all had a beef over something?
No.
Particular?
No.
You just became
ever since the beginning.
A violent drunk, and that's since the beginning?
Yeah, since the beginning. No, since the beginning, we were always like jealous towards each other.
And how long have you all been good friends?
Probably 10 years now.
Yeah.
It's been competitive, perhaps not jealous, but competitive. I don't know about jealous. Might not be the right way to put it.
Right.
Competitive. Me and my buddies were competitive. Weren't jealous of each other. We were competing, but yeah, I didn't mind going back and saying, I think I won. 50 years later, hey man, I know we were competing when we were 10, 15, 18, 20, 25, 30. I know we competed all those years, but we just need to stop that now. It's over. I won. That's what you tell him. It's over. I won. That's what you're telling him.
Oh, he clearly sees that I won.
That's crazy.
I know we were competing when we were 10, 15, 18, 20, 25, 30. I know we competed all those years, but we just need to stop that now. It's over. I won.
Defendant Colin Moran is being sued by his former friend, and he claims Colin's a belligerent drunk who always wanted to fight.
What are you suing him about today?
Basically, he offered me a car that he was driving for a while, and I always thought it was a nice car. He was driving it, and he asked me if I wanted to buy it, and I said, yeah, I like the price, so I bought it, and then next day, the transmission blew.
See what happens when you get jealous of something somebody else has? You're looking at this man's car, jealous of it, and then boom. That's what happens when you're jealous. You shouldn't have been jealous of him.
For sure.
Trying to get his car. Can I have your car? I want to be like you.
Well, he needed the money, so I was trying to help him out. That's crazy. I was trying to help him out by buying it, and then.
That's
such a lie, what happened though?
The transmission went on it the next day.
The next day?
The next day. I didn't even get to register it yet.
What do you say, sir?
That's a lie. It was perfectly fine when I sold it to him, and now, all of a sudden.
Did he call you back about it going out?
He tried calling me about it, but.
Did you talk to him?
No.
Why?
Because he just sent me a mean text.
Saying what?
Saying I'm gonna mess you up when I see you and stuff like that.
That was your request for reimbursement or refund?
Actually, he answered me the first time and he said we'd work it out. And I didn't start the threatening until he started blocking me. Not answering my
you
text.
did answer him at one point?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Oh.
And I said, obviously, I sold you the car. You were just driving with me yesterday.
Yeah, but the transmission didn't go bad in one day. That's for sure.
I took it to the dealer and they told me they already had service records telling him that he was going to need a new transmission soon.
Yeah, now that sounds like something you do when you're jealous.
It does.
Sets you up.
Yep.
After finding out that that's what would happen, you go through with it anyway.
Kid's a liar.
One day it went out on him. And by your own admission, you wouldn't respond to him other than the first time. So I'm going to grant you judgment. It might have been an as is, and that's what I'm sure people are waiting to hear me explain, because as is without a warranty is just that, as is, no warranty. You don't get your money back. You live with your decision. You should have had it checked out. However, the exception to that is if you ask about a specific part. Is the engine good? Yeah, it's good. Well, the engine has to be good. If the engine is good, you don't ask about the brakes, then don't come back complaining about the brakes a month from now. Now, if the brakes go out tomorrow, then we got a problem because it was not sold to you with the ability for you to drive. So, in that sense, he sold you a faulty car. Judgment for the plaintiff, and keep up the good work where you're at. It sounds like you're getting your life together or you got it together. You get yours together and stop being jealous of this man. If you did what he did in life, you wouldn't be so jealous, right?
Apparently, right.
Thank you. Hey, that's why you won.
Honestly, you're just a to be honest. You got what you got.